what's going on? I'm Tony.
And I'm Shayna.
And this is the Tony
and Shayna Show.
Yay! You done?
Okay. I think so. Sorry about that.
That's all right. So, here we are with another review for everybody.
Yep.
This was sent over to us from Magnolia Home Entertainment. This is ABCs of Death 2. I don't know if there's a glare. Just do different.
Here, I'll turn all different ways so you can see it.
There's the cover. But this is...
It says ABCs of Death 2, in case you can.
Yes. This is a magnet releasing in association with Draft House Films and Timpson Films. Not Thompson, Timpson.
Timpson.
So...
the Timpson twins.
Oh, Hold Me Now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Come on. All right.
I had to think, what song is it?
Yeah.
But anyway...
I don't know what that was.
I'm not editing
I'm sorry,
that out.
I'm really weird.
But anyway, so this movie, this is obviously the second one to the first one, which was just ABCs of Death. What this does, it takes 26 new directors that take make their own story. Anything they want to do they get assigned, I guess, a letter of the alphabet, like, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, and so on. And they get assigned a letter, and they have to do something starting with that, like like B for book, kind of like that kind.
A for apple.
A for apple. Apple. And so we wrote down what the ones are called, all 26 of them.
Because we would never remember all 26.
But we're not reviewing all 26 of them. We're only going to review the ones we liked. And now here's the unfortunate thing. We only kind of cared for 9 of them out of 26. There were some that were like, okay, but like we didn't really care for.
Some of them
at
are just
all.
like.
Yeah, some of them are. Well, some of them are pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not I appreciate. I respect everybody that makes.
I like
movies
the concept of a different letter. But
yeah, everybody has their own idea, but like maybe it just wasn't done right in our eyes. But of the ones that we liked, the very first one, which was A, I don't know if I guess I should say what it is, but it
briefly explain.
No, I mean what A stands for.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't give anything away.
No, I don't think it does either. Because when you're watching these, you think, oh, this is going to be this letter.
Let me just jump in real quick.
Okay.
It'll do it a little short, 2-minute, 5-minute movie, whatever. And after it'll say A is for whatever. And you're like, oh, like, okay.
Yeah.
Then it goes to the next one, and B is for...
But half the time it's not what you think it's going to be.
Yeah, sometimes it coincides.
There might be things in the movie you're like, oh, it's A for this, but then it's like, it's not.
Right. So, we mentioned it, we're not going to mention it because some of them give it away, but I think A doesn't really necessarily give it away.
Right. So, A is for amateur. And this was about this guy. It shows him in the beginning. It seems like he's going to plan his revenge, or he's going to kill. Basically, he wants to kill this like porn director guy. It doesn't really say why. He just wants to do it. And he has this elaborate plan that he's going to crawl through the air ducts and come down and kill everybody in there. And then when he goes to do his plan, it goes a different way. Good?
Yeah, it goes a different way.
So, and it's very interesting. It's like the end of it is pretty cool.
Yeah,
I liked it. I was like, oh, this movie started off really good.
Yes, I was like, this is pretty awesome. I like this too.
Yeah, and again, you can't talk about it, and they're so short, you can't really go into too much detail, but I thought this one was done very well. It made me cringe a bunch of times.
Yeah, it was like, and really?
There's insects in it that
which I hate,
gross.
So right there was...
Oh, it's so gross. Jesus Christ. But that's it really for that, without giving too much away. We both enjoyed.
Yeah, it was a good start.
Movie's off to a good start, all right.
And then B was a good one too, and I don't want to say what it is.
Well.
Although, how would I? Let me just say it this way in a really general thing. There's this like film crew, 2 guys.
And like they're the guy who does the talking about what's
yeah,
in the
like
background.
2 production guys and like the talent, if you will.
Yeah.
And he's doing it's like a documentary type thing. I guess he's talking about a certain animal living in a certain area and how it's not working.
It's not living there anymore.
Yeah,
because
of what was built, I guess.
Because of you could say why. Because of the area was too toxic anymore for anything to live there.
So he's basically talking about this, and these two film guys are messing it up on him, but he doesn't like it because he's a real jerk.
He's a talent.
Yeah, so he's yelling at them and stuff, and then this animal that he's talking about ends up doing something. This is really generic. I don't know what to say. Doing something to him, and you're like, yes, good, and this is awesome. And then, it's kind of. And then
it's kind of a quicker one.
It's very quick.
But it's pretty good. It's pretty graphic.
Yeah.
But I thought it was done very well, and I enjoyed it. Yeah, it's just really hard to talk about these.
Yeah, they're really so short. And how are you supposed to review a 3-minute movie without saying too much? But just basically, that's about an animal who does something to a real jerk. So.
Right. But then we go down, and it goes all the way down to H, and it's unfortunate because you have all these other ones that are. It's like, oh, really? But Head Games is drawings. It's like a man and a woman, and it looks like squiggly drawings. It almost looks like something out of Monty Python. Mm-hmm. And they're kissing, and then they're kissing this way, they're kissing that way, and then
there's no talking.
There's no talking, and he bites her lip, and then she does something to him, and then it just gets chaotic, and it's all being drawn, obviously, like a flip book kind of looking thing, like doodles. Yeah, it was, and that's you can't really say much, but it was done really, really well. I thought it was cool. The drawings were awesome looking, and just the ending of it was pretty funny. Mm-hmm. It was a quick little ending, but it was kind of like a I win kind of. I don't know, but it was cool. It was a really cool one. If you're into the Monty Python drawings,
yeah, it does have that look to it.
I think you'd like this one. It was really neat, and being that it's all these have death in them because it's the ABCs of death, but some of them are done well enough that even if they die, it doesn't matter because it's comical.
Yeah, see, he pointed something out to me too. I'm I don't remember which one it was anymore, but I was like, well, that wasn't scary. That was kind of silly.
Yeah.
And he said, well, it's death. It's not horror. I said, in my head, it's going to be scary horror. I know what you're talking about. And it wasn't. It was, it's just, it could be funny, but death. So just, keep that in mind when you're watching it.
Right. And this next one, I don't think we should say what this one means because it kind of gives the whole,
the title will give it away. I is for
it's just we like the letter I. And I is about this they're children to this woman who's 120 years old, and she has something on her tongue, and it's they want their inheritance, but they try to kill her, and she's super wrinkled because she's really old, and they're trying to kill her and they can't kill her, and I believe it's a Japanese movie. You read it and everything.
Yeah.
But it's done really well. They think they do the job, and then, I want this house. You can get the beach house, and you get money and all that. And then all of a sudden, you hear her start talking again, and they're like, just die already.
Yeah.
And that was done really cool. I enjoyed that one.
It's an interesting story too, because sadly, that people could actually think like that in real life. Just die already, so I can get the money and stuff. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't mark this one down, but the one J for Jesus, that one was pretty good.
Yeah.
The ending was good, but the beginning of it wasn't very good. That's all I'm gonna say about it, because I didn't really care too much for it, but J was okay. Masticate, you take it.
This one, it's basically this guy. He's just in underwear and I think socks, and he's running down the street, a busy street, and there's people outside, I guess a little restaurant or cafe, and they're just eating, hanging out, and he's running, he's kind of like
white.
He has like crazy really eyes, and he's this really like goofy look on his face, and he's just running, and he like tackles someone.
It's all slow motioned.
Yeah, it's so like when he's going after, it's like the face, and then he's like,
and he's like,
it's like
this.
No, it's funny, good, and then you're thinking like, well, like why is he doing this?
Yeah.
You know.
And you know where they got the idea for this without obviously saying it.
Yeah, I don't want to give it away.
But it's the very end of it is cool. It's
like
you'll get
funny. A kick out of it.
He's like, oh, blah blah blah. He says it, and it's so cool. I really.
If you paid attention to like
the news, in the last 2 years.
About a year or two or so.
Maybe 3.
You'll just get a kick of it. Ha! Oh my god.
Yeah, it's really. It's very.
It's not what I expected.
It's done pretty cool.
Like I didn't know where it was going. Like I didn't know why he was being that way.
Yeah.
And then when it shows it, I was like, oh my god.
Yep.
It would be like a comedy. I think if that were made into an actual movie, I think that would be like one of those like horror comedies or something.
Yeah, I could see that. Now the next one. Which one was that one? That's another thing. Like it's hard to remember.
Yeah, this was with the 2 couples. The phone call.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this one was the guy is talking to his wife on the phone, and while she's talking to her, there's an intruder, and somebody ringing the doorbell, and then they break in and they're chasing her, and he's hearing this. He calls the cops and all that. So he's hearing all this go on while his wife is being chased around the house, and that's all you can really say about that. Because
it was a good one.
It doesn't sound like that sounds like something I want to watch. But yeah, it's suspenseful because it's done really really well too. Because you see him like this panel here, and then here it's kind of like a comic book.
Yeah, it's like her
and him, and then like the intruder's up here, and then he's talking to her on the phone while she's in the closet, and the intruder's here trying to find her. It's done really well.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
I thought it was really cool. And the only thing about it is there's one thing that we both agree that we don't personally like about it. That's the only thing we don't like about it.
Yeah, it's something small, but...
It's just, it's nothing like...
Some people wouldn't even notice or care,
But personally, it's a no-no.
Yeah.
But still, it was a good one. And then the next one we had was V for vacation.
Yeah, that word doesn't give it away, because it's obvious right from the first second of the film or whatever.
Yeah. This one... You could try to explain this one without giving too much away.
It's hard to do. Well, basically...
take a shot for every time we say, I don't want to give too much away.
It's like you have to seriously just watch it. But, well, it's this guy who is on vacation, and he's talking to his girlfriend, and I guess he's doing like a FaceTime or a Skype, whatever, and he's like, oh, look at the view and stuff, and she's like, oh, that's so nice, like he's on the beach, and I guess they're in some other country or something like that. It doesn't say, but you get that impression. Well, anyways, I guess you kind of get the idea that the girlfriend and his friend, the boyfriend's friend who he's vacationing with, don't really like each other.
Yeah.
So he comes in the back of on the phone, and it's kind of just being a jerk and, whatever. And then the boyfriend's friend is like, oh, just giving too much away.
No, they say, do you want to see our room?
Yeah, you want to see our room?
And he's like, don't let her see it. Don't. And then she sees the room and shit and the chaos.
Yeah, he's like, look at this. And she's getting all upset by what she sees.
Yeah.
And then, I don't want to give too much away.
That's enough.
I just want to say that she's on the phone the whole time. So you're seeing it from, her view.
From her point of view,
so she sees what's happening in the room, what's in the room, all that kind of stuff. So she's seen the whole thing, and it's kind of scary because this is another one I think that realistically could happen.
Hell yeah.
So it was. I thought this was well done.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It was realistic, but it was creepy.
It makes me never want to go to another country.
Yeah.
That's all you can say.
And if I don't want to. If you do that, I don't want to be on the phone with you.
I'm not going to call you while stuff.
I don't want to see what's in your room
in another country. But anyway.
Okay, why you would be in another country and I'd be here yet? I don't know why that would be. But anyways.
The next one is W.
Yeah, you like this. See, this one I was just like, not my cup of tea.
Well, I liked it because this kind of looked like Manborg to me, and I thought Manborg was a great movie. It looks cartoonish in a way, but not drawn, and it's like an old '80s commercial for these two kids, and they're playing with. It was kind of like I wouldn't necessarily say like a He-Man thing, but it was action figures. And you got the good guys, you got the bad guys, and this is the prince, and then here's this guy who does this weapon, and like it says like it's like a Castle Grayskull kind of thing, but it wasn't that. And it's just a commercial for them playing with the toys, and they're like, oh, I wish we can go here and really do it. And they're like, well, now you can, and if you wish it, and then like these kids get put into the actual world where these characters are from. And it was really cool. They get there and it's just chaotic going on, because you think like you're playing with toys. If they're mortal enemies, they want to kill each other, but you're playing with just action figures. If you went to their real world, it's going to be a war.
Oh yeah.
And that's what they're seeing, like people getting shot and beheaded and all that. And it was and stabbed, and it was done really well.
It was done well.
And it's a little scary too, cause like, especially the ending of it. I don't want to say, but like, it's a whole nother message at the very end of it too. Like a whole, I in my head, I can't even explain it because of the spoiling anything, but it was really cool. I really enjoyed that, and I think that one was. I know the Soska sisters were in it, and they just have a small little part to it. But like, this movie, that one was done really cool. I really enjoyed that one. Now we have two left.
Should I explain why?
Why what?
The literal one.
Sure.
Why? Should I say what it's titled?
Yeah, because it doesn't give anything
this doesn't really give. Y is for youth, and it's like I believe Japanese. This girl, she's like I think a teenager or so, and she is. It's all about her, and like she doesn't.
What?
What was that?
I was signaling to her she was on her phone.
Oh, I didn't know what she was doing this, and I'm like, what the? But yeah, it's just basically she has, and it's not giving anything away, I don't think, and if it is, we'll cut. But she has a very horrible mother, and basically had a crappy childhood. Yeah. So she's like envisioning like what she, like angry and like what she would do and stuff in situations, and it just plays from there. It's almost like her fantasies. Sort of. Yeah. Like something gets her mad, like say her mother didn't cook, so she's like envisioning like this food, like after the mother or something, things like that. And I don't want to give too much else away, but I enjoyed that one though.
Yeah, I did too.
It's very hard to explain, but it's different. But yeah, it's almost like you're seeing like her fantasy or her dream, or it's like what makes her mad.
She's typing all this on a phone. I don't know if it's like to somebody or if she's just writing it. But while she's writing this, you see what she's saying happen to the mother and the mother's boyfriend, and like he didn't do this, and show it was when it first started off, and the first thing that happens, it's like what. Yeah. The fuck just happened? It's
like the extreme case of, like I said, I mentioned the food thing. Like, oh, you don't just get mad. It's like it's just this extreme way of getting your emotion out or whatever.
Yeah. It was. I
liked it.
That might have been one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one.
I mean, in my top 9. But I think of the 9, I'd say
that would be another one that would be a standalone movie.
That would be a cool movie.
Just if she kept envisioning things like that, the whole movie. Just I don't know.
But where would it go? It would be more of a dark comedy, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really cool. And Z.
We made it to Z.
We made it through all this. Z. Should we say what it's for?
Yeah. No.
Well, Z. Z was like this wife, and she was pregnant, and. The husband said, I'll be back. He left, and she's pregnant, and he gave her like these roots or something to eat, and he's like, oh, you have about a year's worth, you'll be fine. And then she's pregnant, and like it comes back, and here she's still pregnant, but her belly is ginormous. She can't walk anymore. She's traps animals outside to eat, and then she's talking to the kid inside.
Yeah, not like enormous, like, oh, I'm
like
a week overdue. I mean, like literally like me carrying
like
a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. like another human being is like dragging on, like it's
inside her, and
it's talking like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I can't get over this one.
It was creepy.
This one is stuck in my mind like forever. I don't know. This
especially because you're a mother,
right? Being a mother and being pregnant, like this one just really was like, whoa! I'll never forget this story.
The ending was
it's like a bad dream.
Okay. The very end of it was okay. Like again, won't take a shot. Don't want to ruin anything for you, but the ending. The very, very ending could have been a little different, I thought, but the whole story itself was cool. The whole story
just blew your mind away. No matter how, seriously, to me, no matter how that would end, just the concept of it was just like...
Yeah. Yeah, it's messed up. It's really messed up.
You know how, like, well, women could relate. When you're pregnant, you get, like, really weird dreams. This would be, like, one of those really strange dreams you have, and you wake up, like... Oh my God! I gotta tell somebody this.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was somebody's like pregnancy dream or something. But
yeah, that could be. And they made a creepy
Ugh.
tale out of it. But anyway, this movie makes me cough. But no, this movie. What would you rate it? Be honest.
I'm not gonna rate into each individual one overall.
An overall
just
rating on this movie. What
Z.
do you think? ABC's of Death 2, what do you rate it? Shayna.
You go first.
I asked you first. 4.
Sorry.
I kind of figured that. Yeah, you know what? I was going to give it a 5.
26 stories. I only liked
9
a couple.
Well, you liked 8. I liked 9.
Actually, I kind of liked X, even though it was disturbing.
Yeah,
we didn't
X
mention
was okay.
I don't like the content of it, but it was creepy and worth. Maybe it should have been worth a mention, but.
Maybe. But there was also the one with the them on the island.
And R was kind of like intense.
Yeah,
sort of.
I mean, there's some that are okay, but not really like. I wouldn't care if I ever saw it again.
Yeah.
Basically.
Some of them were like, wow, really awesome. Like Z
and
was
then
just...
the endings were like ruined. Like the endings were pretty bad. But the stupidest one I think was PPPP scary.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Sorry, whoever made that one, like...
I did not like that one at all. I'm sorry, I'm so negative about saying it's dumb. But it was just... I don't know. Your letter was P and it's PPPP scary. I don't know.
Like for the letter
I understand why there was PPP because they stuttered in it, but
like really you couldn't think of a word that began with P.
Be nice. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey,
He's being honest. That's all.
Honest.
That's what the whole thing is about. But
PPP. Sorry.
Oh, I hit the camera. I was just
sorry,
checking.
not sorry. No.
Sorry.
But yeah, like. There were a lot that really stood out that were pretty awesome, but like at 26, you're not gonna like them all.
No.
And I'm just gonna go with the.
And I didn't really care for the first ABCs of Death.
I never saw it.
And I don't really care for this one. Like I said, it's not. To me, it's not. It's not that great. All right, everybody. So that's our review. Thanks for watching. And I'm Tony.
And I'm Shayna.
And this was the Tony
and Shayna Show.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.